未正式去片之前，先同大家又要重複一個重要信息啦，就係嚟緊2018年6月8號至10號喺尖東富豪酒店同埋帝苑酒店有小弟 FIFA3.com 網站主辦嘅第3屆香港影音博覽暨流動音響展，到時會有多貼地音響、精品音響、特價軟件、最新嘅 HiFi 產品、4K 家庭影院等等等等，琳琅滿目，會有3日極盡視聽之餘嘅展覽，到時見你。
合併過緊你。
好 ，Cheers！Cheers！
Hello， 各位大家好，我係國人，歡迎嚟到 FIFA3.com。咁啊，今日咧就想同大家介紹呢個英國 Cambridge Audio 啱啱喺香港嘅總部咧舉行一個記者招待會。咁啊，集團嘅 CEO James 就特登由英國嚟到香港，就同香港嘅傳媒介紹廠方為咗慶祝50週年而推出嘅全新旗艦系列 Edge， 目標係要希望做到一部 Cambridge Audio 前所未有咁靚聲、咁 high end 嘅系統。咁究竟呢套機個樣係點，同埋佢嘅技術係點呢？咁我哋事不宜遲，睇睇 CEO 同大家嚟個簡單嘅介紹。
So we're 50 years old this year. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard already. We put 50 over our logo just to remind everybody. You can see a list here of some very illustrious companies, and we are very proud to be one of many of them. Sadly, some of them are not British anymore, but a few of us are, and we are very proud to be that. Still engineering in the UK with the heart of our business in the UK. We are still British owned, and we still believe in Great British Sound.
老闆係做咗一個好大膽嘅決定，就係我記得係 R&D 部門嘅老闆係你預嘅 budget 係做啲乜嘢，你想做一件係咩機器，老闆喺度俾嘅係冇 limit， 即係你自己用，咁其實好大膽，你唔知道做啲咩嘢嘅。產品介紹嘅 video 俾大家睇下。
特別要提嘅咧就係佢嘅後級放大技術啦。嗱，之前已經試過佢哋前作旗艦就用呢個 Class XD 嘅放大技術，咁呢個放大技術再進一步成為咗最新嘅 Class XA 放大技術。嗱，呢個 Class XA 嘅放大技術咧，基本上係我聽過喺有限嘅價錢裏面，今時今日買到最接近 Pure Class A 嘅聲音，的確係一個極高推動力，但係個能耗亦都係比較低，而且個聲音係真係堅持 Class A。可以推啲好要求高嘅喇叭都完全冇問題。咁我哋而家就請呢個 Cambridge Audio 嘅阿 Matt 嚟到去介紹下究竟呢一個 Class XA 嘅技術係點運作啊？
咁大家見到啦，其實呢部係一部合併機 Edge A 一個 Volume Lock。咁其實佢除咗音量控制之外咧，佢其實裏邊咧都係有一個 Selector 嘅。咁可以叫佢一個叫同軸嘅設計啦，好似一啲喇叭單元咁啦。呢個 Volume 嘅設計咧係由一個 F1。即係大家知道賽車 F1 嘅工程師去參與設計，同埋呢個係喺英國製造嘅呢個元件。係雙環牛嘅設計。咁我哋嘅合併機同埋後級咧，都係用兩隻火牛嘅，即係一個 Dual Mono 嘅設計。咁就係反轉去搭埋，咁將個磁漏咧係減到最低嘅可以將。咁另外我哋引以自傲嘅 Class XA 嘅放大技術，咁之前就係叫 Class XD 啦，咁我哋就將佢improve 咗變咗做 Class XA。咁呢個係傳統嘅 Class A 放大技術，咁係個電子管係負責正半波同負半波嘅放大嘅。咁而 Class AB 咧就每粒電子管只係負責正半波，另外一粒就負責負半波。咁 咁呢個紅點嘅意思咧，就係佢一個叫交越失真，係喺個 Class AB 度會見到嘅。咁我哋個 Class XA 嘅放大技術咧，大家可以喺畫面睇到啦。我哋特別將一個偏壓電壓加咗喺 Class XA 裏邊。咁呢個電壓咧係喺人耳裏邊係聽唔到嘅。見到綠色點呢個就係有咁嘅效率，有咁嘅 power， 但係相對部機咧就唔需要咁大部，同埋個熱力冇咁高。咁個失真位咧就係其實喺人耳聽唔到嘅地方，就算你好大嘅音壓裏邊。咁去到最後啦，大家都好關心佢嘅零售價係幾多啦。咁我哋第一步係 HA 一個合併式嘅數碼擴音機，個零售價係39,800。咁跟住咧就係我哋嘅前級連埋個 level player， 咁個售價係33,800。咁去到最後啦，就係一個 dual mono 設計嘅後級擴音機啦，型號係 HW， 個零售價咧係25,800。咁呢個就係我哋 H 嘅旗艦系列嘅3個型號嘅售價。
好啦，咁啊，現場我哋嘅訪問廳咧，咁啊，佢係用一部佢哋 flagship 嘅 Streamer 連呢個 PM 兩部佢哋嘅後級，佢哋嘅後級咧可以 configure 到 by M 嘅，咁所以咧佢哋就用 by M 嘅方式就去推呢個英國嘅 B&W 803D3，一套都已經夠推啊 ！by M 嘅情況之下，更加係推到嘭嘭聲，個控制好好又唔會 overdam。我哋現場其實聽到好多唔同嘅音樂，的確係好高質素下嘅。趁阿 James 喺度，我就唔想放過佢啦。我有幾條問題咧係想捉住佢問嘅。佢係老闆嚟嘅，咁佢係落 order 你要做一套貴價機咧，其實佢係要求佢嘅 R&D 嘅 team 咧，嚴格上就唔叫冇 budget，係不設 budget 咁樣去做一套機出嚟，去研究一套機出嚟。咁所以都幾盡㗎。其實一般嘅廠家好少會去到咁盡嘅。咁點解佢要咁盡咧？
You know, normally we give people a limit on how much they spend in the engineering of the product. But this time we said, you know, no price limits whatsoever. Yeah, you can spend whatever you like. We can spend, yeah, on the product, on the engineering development, on the tooling, whatever it takes. Yeah, let's just make the best product. And I guess that's where it started from. So unfortunately, it took longer than I maybe expected. I thought they could do it in 2 years, but it took 3 and then took 4. But that's a good thing because they spent more time getting it right. And yeah, I'm really proud with what they've achieved.
第二個問題，我想問咧就係，既然係旗艦，咁作為一個即係依然係由英國人擁有嘅英國音響品牌，而且有50週年歷史啦，咁點解要做一個咁重要嘅型號都唔去英國製造咧？
Well, some of the parts are made in England. The knob assembly. What? There's no knob on this. on the NQ and the A, there's a knob, and the assembly is designed by a Formula One engineer. And this knob assembly we actually get manufactured in the UK. It's a very complex part, and we decided that that was the right place to make that part. The rest of the product is assembled in China, but of course the heart is still in the UK because that's where our R&D team is. You know, we have a large team, and 9 engineers were working on this project for 4 years solid. So would I go back to manufacturing the entire product in the UK? Probably not, because actually the price would be so much higher, and we want to offer a lot of value to our consumers, yeah, to our customers. It's really important for us to do that, and we are a good manufacturer at making a product in Asia as a result of it. And of course we have control over the QC and everything else to make sure that yeah, the product is really a world-class product.
睇過佢嘅外觀，睇埋佢背後嘅理念，睇咗佢嘅製作，聽埋佢嘅聲，其實佢嘅價錢的確係比起我哋預計嘅係低。咁當然都唔係真係好平啦，咪始終都係 flagship 同埋用咗好多資源落去。但係其實佢係真係可以賣貴少少，都相當之合理嘅。咁點解佢要賣到咁平咧？
It's your whatever you think about the price. What people say to me is, "Oh, James, you shouldn't. You can charge more for the product. Yeah, no need to charge so little for these." But we really believe that because we are not in this price class, to make people really stop and think and actually part with their money. People need a good reason to spend money on audio equipment these days, and hopefully we've given them a very, very strong reason to spend their money. Yeah, listen first. Yeah, don't just look. The product is beautiful, but it's even more beautiful when you hear it. Because honestly, it blows me away. I can get taken to another place listening to this product. Yeah.
最後一條問題咧就係、呢個旗艦系列個三部機裏面咧就冇呢個 display 啊，咁究竟其實佢哋係咪覺得光碟播放機係唔再需要做到咁貴咧？
I mean, these days, obviously, consumers are changing how they are really consuming media, and you can see in the market statistics tell us that so many people are streaming audio now, and less are using disc players. They probably already have a disc player, so if they really want to play from discs still, then they obviously can use that. But we have no plan to make a disc player for this range.
不過咁如果真係想傳到 Cambridge Audio 開聲又要播碟嘅話，其實都可以夾埋佢嘅 CXUHD， 用佢嘅同族嘅數碼輸出駁翻落去佢哋嘅 DAC M 度咧，一樣可以聽到嘅，係咪咁講先
？Absolutely, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor.
No, thank you.
好啦，咁今日同大家介紹呢個 Cambridge Audio 嘅 H 系列，咁啊全套機啊，咁啊個記者會咧就同大家介紹呢啲為止啦。咁希望套機應該如冇意外咧，正式而家就會進入呢個生產嘅過程。咁預計今年2018年嘅6月左右咧就會正式上市㗎啦。咁希望到時上市之後都可以同大家即借翻嚟咁啊實試一下，咁啊嚟同大家做一個比較詳細嘅 review 啦。咁今日同大家介紹 Cambridge Audio 嘅新產品同埋50週年嘅一個記者會嘅介紹就嚟到呢度為止啦。咁中意有拍片嘅朋友俾個 like 我啦，未訂我 channel 嘅記得訂閱啦，訂咗之後記得撳咗 channel 鐘仔，有新片出你第一時間收通知。下次再同大家去下唔同嘅記者會，睇下啲咩新產品資訊啦。係咁，拜拜。我願意